Hello, my name is Cynthia Diaz, and I'm doing a research topic over the restriction of free will in a self-consistent universe. So I was really interested in this topic because it is a key concept in a lot of the texts that we read so far in the year. However, free will has also been well examined in philosophy, and I want to draw the link between the two and examine how time travel and self-consistency both refutes and supports some philosophy about free will. So my thesis is, in a self-consistent world, complete free will is intrinsically impossible because of the ability to reverse cause and effect, giving humans the ability to influence their own fate, an endless loop of interference, supporting determinist beliefs that all of our life can be premeditated, eliminating our expectations of agency in our lives. So I want to draw from three texts, the first one being Story of Your Life by Ted Chiang, in which Dr. Banks is unable to prevent the death of her daughter because of self-consistency and how she has to uphold it. I also see this in All You Zombies, in which Jane, even though they are at the end of their life and can stop the loop, they are unable to because of self-consistency. And also in Interstellar, in which Cooper in the Tesseract in the future, in which he has to create the anomalies he encountered when he was in the past and is unable to spend time with his daughter because of self-consistency and how he has to uphold those things. So my supporting arguments are that we all have agency to a certain extent because we are able to make our own actions. However, that can be taken away because we are influenced by outside beings, outside humans, and outside knowledge from the future. And also, when humans interact with supernatural forces, they follow them because of the notion that they must be omniscient and omnipotent. This relates to religion and how we think that we are being guided towards this higher purpose. And so therefore we are unable to reject the influence of this other knowledge. And also, self-consistency makes it so events are inevitable and must happen, inhibiting the choices we can make and our agency in the future. So our actions have to align with future events. So that inhibits our free will because we are unable to act outside of those events, and we have to make them happen. And the wider implications are that we define ourselves by our actions and therefore our agency in our future. Because humanity, we define ourselves by our sympathy, our empathy, our emotions, and our actions reflect those things. And so therefore, when we are unable to act as we will because our free will is being restricted, we are therefore less human. And also, religious beliefs both support and deny free will. So there are opposing implications with time travel and self-consistency. We see this especially in the interpretation of religious doctrine and how there are different views on how God is supposed to guide us to a certain purpose, or whether we are free to make that choice. And this is debated. And this is analyzed in my secondary sources like Luther and Erasmus, Free Will and Salvation, and the missing dialogue concerning the will between Erasmus and Luther. So this gives background on the topic of free will and how it relates to religion and how religion is interpreted and how it relates to free will. And then I also have Aristotle on causal determinism and fatalism, which this explains determinism, which is the opposite of free will. And this is outside of religious context too. And then I also have Free Will and Determinism in the World of Minority Report. And this explains the difference between soft determinism and hard determinism. And this relates it to time travel specifically and how determinism exists in time travel and self-consistency. And I also have time travel and self-consistency, implications for determinism and the human condition. So this relates all the previous topics that I was talking about to time travel. However, it also discusses other ways that time travel can also restrict free will. So this is my works cited, and thank you for watching my presentation.